I've recorded this for like the 5th time already. Hopefully the video does not corrupt. But it's another video after 3 weeks, and this time I'm making a video on anti-furries. Again, because I have more to say about anti-furries after thinking more and more about it. And I finally have come to a conclusion about one question. That question being anti-furries versus furries, who would win? Now, before I get into this, there's been a shitload of people trying to defend Major Klug, and I'm basically just tired of them trying their absolute hardest to try and defend this sick human being. So here's a screenshot of him sending messages to the miners from 2020. So if this is all fake, then why would these miners wait 3 whole years to try and expose him? Also, how would they present it is very convincing, because if these screenshots are from 2020, if I were to be faking these screenshots, then I would make them 2023 to be as soon as possible to give Major Klug no benefit of the doubt. Wouldn't that make sense? Also, Major Klug's response to the situation is quiet, even though Al's video has gotten thousands of views, along with many others posting their videos about Major Klug. Major Klug doesn't even mention anything about it. I personally know if I was being exposed to be a pedophile or a hypocrite, I would actually respond, and don't say he hasn't seen their videos because they have thousands of views and multiple creators are exposing him. All he did was post some video on MikaKit, and he hasn't even made a community post about it as far as I'm aware. And also people trying to defend him saying he's not anti-furry when his entire channel is on furries. Like, you look at his channel, go to the videos, and it's furries. Almost every single video is on furries. Maybe 1 or 2 videos on some other community, sure, but his entire channel is on furries, making animations on killing them and shit. And he even makes videos on innocent furries, like Stark's Dust, for example, labeling her as a pedophile in a video, which is a joke, I know, but if he didn't have something against her, he wouldn't have made that video. And I'm sure there's many other examples of the same thing with him killing furries in his video, probably because of his hate toward them, and that's why his entire fan base is basically anti-furry. Seriously, it's very evident he's anti-furry, and now we have screenshots of him dating or trying to date furries. Alright, now that's out of the way, time for the juice of the video. So anti-furry's entire point is basically just to hate furries, and one reoccurring thing is to hate furries for absolutely no reason. Now anti-furries, having a smaller population than furries, need to unite against furries, like in our history, how many revolutions of people uniting to fight off a king or something, or like in the American Civil War, we had George Washington unite everyone to fight off the British. But with anti-furries, it's different. Anti-furries don't just fight furries, but they fight themselves. I being on Discord, and I used to own an anti-furry server named AFF, I've seen many anti-furry servers fight, and I'm sure there's been many anti-furries who fight each other on YouTube or other platforms. Why that is because anti-furries are so hateful that they fight each other because of their hate. Maybe over who leads or something, but typically anti-furries fight because of the amount of hate generated among the community. There's no room for actually coming together without them arguing over who leads or anything. And if you try to criticize anti-furries for their behavior, you're just met with a shit ton of insults, because anti-furries don't think, they only hate. Unlike the furry community, whereas there's actual furries who have seen the problems of their community, and those problems being porn and NSFW amounts, and that being shown to minors. But anti-furries don't. They simply think that because they're against furries, their community is the best. And really, it's not. It's just as toxic as maybe even more than something like the LGBTQ community. And leaving an angry comment anti-furries on bullshit will only prove my point. And since anti-furries can't even figure out their problems, which I've explained their problems in another video on the channel, on why I don't like anti-furries, then anti-furries can't fix their mistakes. They can't unite because of the problems. They can't fix them either due to the sheer toxicity of the community. Unlike anti-furries, furries don't hate anything. They're not as toxic. And I say not as toxic because a lot of furries are LGBTQ. And LGBTQ, I explained in my video on why I don't like LGBTQ, is a very, very toxic community. But with furries, it's not that bad, as there's not many LGBTQ members. There's still a lot, but those LGBTQ members also could not be toxic as well. So furries can come together to solve their problems, while anti-furries just burn themselves to a crisp. And that's why furries will win over anti-furries. Almost the entire anti-furry community is 14 and have the maturity of a 9-year-old, so that won't help either. And that's pretty much it for this video. Goodbye.